What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel. We discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So on today's episode, I'm going to discuss why broke people carry bad energy. So admin notes, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep putting these videos out, give you leverage, better yourselves. So let's get into it. So why do I say that broke people carry bad energy? It's very simple. A lot of people that are broke have a negative outlook on life itself. And having a bad outlook on life, in essence, carries bad energy, right? Because, you got folks in situations where they're not making enough money. They may have overspent on something that month and they can't pay essential bills. Unexpected expenses come up as far as like medical bills, the car breaks down, the heater goes out, all these things, right? And if you don't have a mindset where you're very resilient, then that negative energy can really start to embody you, and in turn, you're gonna impress, or for lack of better words, filter that negative energy to people around you, right? It's a hard thing to get out of, right? Because the devil is a trickster, and he can really trick you out of your game, especially when it comes to unexpected expenses that come up in your life. And that's life. Like you go through things, and even rich people go through money problems, right? What the big and small says, more money, more problems, right? But what I would say is more money, more responsibility, right? And what I mean by that is that the more money you make, the more responsible you need to be in order to make sure you don't have money problems, right? And that's where folks really start getting themselves in trouble. They say that, if I made $1,000 more a month, then I'll be fine. Then they get the 1,000, and now they're bringing in more problems with the money, right? Then they say again, maybe I need maybe 2,000 more to make a month, and then I'll be fine. Then they put problems onto that money. And it just keeps going and going and going and going. You got millionaires out here that are living paycheck to paycheck. I'm gonna say that again. You got millionaires out here that are living paycheck to paycheck. And you would think that should be impossible, because I've seen a couple of YouTubers that have said on their channel recently that, after you make 400,000, after taxes, you actually bring in 400,000 or more in profit a year. That's when life begins. And I wouldn't say that's the like I say, I don't want to say that's like what the goal should be for everybody, because 400,000 is a lot of money, y'all. To bring in profit, after taxes, after everything is paid, you bring in $400,000 profit a year. That's not easy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're talking like 1% of the population can make that. Probably less than 1%. And we're talking men and women, right? So I'm not saying it's not achievable. I'm just saying that, for just in my opinion, I'm thinking that, to say that you have to make 400,000 to be comfortable, that's kind of outrageous, because there's plenty of places in the United States where you can make six figures exactly like 100,000. And mind you don't have like these extravagant expenses, you should be fine, right? I live in the DMV area, DC, Virginia, and Maryland. 100,000 ain't nothing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make a little bit more to live comfortable, as far as like you be able to go to whatever restaurant you want to go to. After bills are paid, you're able to go to any you're able to buy stuff you want, like clothes, shoes, put your kids in private school, all those things, right? But getting back to my point, I'm saying, like, if you don't make that kind of money, it's very easy for negative energy to come into your life. And that negative energy can really mess you up. It can mess you up. It can mess your family up. It can mess the friends, if the friends that you have around you up. Because, nobody wants to be around a person that's negative all the time, right? They just don't. I know when I was going through my issues with money, I'm not going to front, I had negative energy around me, right? But I was never a person that wanted to push that negative energy on anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't lashing out at people. I wasn't lashing out at my wife. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I was like really quiet, and I was trying to embody and trying to figure out what to do next. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how depressed I was and how grim the outlook was, you know, I still had that mentality like, I need to figure this out. I need to get up out of this. And the negative energy that you can have come upon you when you're broke can cloud your judgment. It can make you make irrational decisions, and it can just really put you in a situation where you really like discombobulated and you really don't know what to do, right? And that can really have you spiral into this, you know, never-ending, you know, depressive cycle. And that's how folks get into trouble. You know, they have mental health problems. They turn to crime to deal with their money problems. And that's all negative energy, y'all. That's all negative energy. I saw one YouTuber that said that broke people are demonic. And I'm not gonna go that far, right? But you know, as a Christian, I do believe in the spirit realm. You know, I do believe in spirits. I do believe in ghosts. I do believe that, you know, that we are spirits inside of this body, this shell of a body, right? And eventually, when we pass away, you know what I'm saying, that's not the end of it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, our spirit is going to live on. So I do believe in that, you know what I'm saying? And if you believe in spirits, you definitely should believe in demons, because there is a thing, good and evil does exist, right? So there is such thing as angels, there is such thing as demons. If you're a Christian, you believe in those things, right? So, you know, will I say that it may be a demon that's bringing this negative energy upon you? Possibly, right? I'm not going to say you are possessed by a demon. That can be, you know, discussed in another video. You know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, I won't even go into that because that can get real deep, right? That can get real deep, right? So I'm not going to say that a person that has negative energy that's broke as demon possessed. I'm not going to say that because, you know, I can tell you what demon possessed means, right? But there is some validity in saying that you may have demonic spirits around you that's causing the negative energy, right? And you know, not everybody's gonna be rich in their life. Not everybody's gonna have the things they want in life. You know what I'm saying? But being broke a lot of times is a choice. You know, let's deal with the elephant in the room. Being broke a lot of times is a choice. There are choices that you made in life that cause you, if you got a job, right, that cause you to overextend yourself, and what you make in profit and money cannot pay your bills. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, so the negative energy a lot of times is something that we cause on ourselves. So what we need to do, and here's the solution, right? The solution to be able to get over this negative energy that you have if you're broke is to deal with the problem. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks that have negative energy when they broke, they don't want to deal with their money problems. They want to just be depressive. They want to just sit down somewhere and not do anything. You have to deal with that problem. You have to deal with that situation. You have to pretty much tell yourself that I'm getting sick and tired of being negative. I'm sick and tired of having this negative energy. It's causing me to be depressive. It's caused my family to be depressive. And I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want to get better. I want things to get better. And the only way to do that is to deal with the problem, right? Seek a financial counselor, seek counseling, period, you know, if you need to. But broke people have negative energy. Broke people have negative energy, but the solution is to deal with that energy and to turn it into a positive, because anything that you go through in life is always going to be a learning experience. So let's get this negative energy out the way and let's start making this money, all right? Like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep putting these videos out, give you leverage to better yourselves. Find it, finish, and folk. Triple F, I'm gone.